Books are ships of thought that wandering through the ways of times and carefully carrying the cargo from generation to generation, said Francis Bacon in the 16th century. The large boards of encyclopedias and small boards of handheld detectives, theories of almanacs and river buses of poetry collection. All these vessels are stored in unusual wharfs, libraries. Moreover, the rarer and more unusual ship is, more relevantly they treat it, and they even blow down the dust particles from someone. Kazan Federal University also has its own marina for rare examples. The Nikolai Lobachevsky Scientific Library is one of the oldest in Russia, and its fonds are a national treasure because of the number and uniqueness of including units. It is surprising that the famous collection of manuscripts of Prince Potemkin, which formed the basis of the university library, got in Kazan before the foundation of Kazan University. The famous collections of book and manuscripts of Prince Potemkin arrived in Kazan in 1798 on 18 carts. Its stock had already numbered 3,500 units. Kazan Gymnasium became the first owner of this treasure. Also, the gymnasium was basis for Kazan Imperial University, which was founded in 1804. It is known that this collection was destined for a completely different university, but after the death of Prince Potemkin, it was nearly lost in the cellars and therefore was assigned to maintain in Kazan. It is worth noting that during over 2 centuries history, staff of Kazan University Library didn't only cope with the task to keep the collection, but also reached it. During 2 centuries, a unique collection of book monuments representing a piece of written heritage of people of the world was gathered here. Currently, Department of Manuscripts and Rare Books stores over 30,000 manuscripts in Russian, West European, Arabic, Persian, and various Turkish languages. These manuscripts were created in a variety of age. The most ancient monument of literature is available in the department. This is scroll from 50 half leather in the Herban language created in 9th century, 5 books of Moses. The Torah scroll can be devoted to all our rich collection. It is the first of the related text to many world traditions. Why it is notable? Because it symbolized the harmony in the multi-religious world, including our religion. This Torah scroll is notable not only for its venerable age. Historians, scholars of religion, ethnographers, and many other scientists from various fields showed interest in it. Research filed by this manuscript was burned in the hearts of those whose interests are different. For example, this director of scientific work of Kazan Federal University, Nurgaliyev Danis, a geologist by vocation, on his own initiative sent fragment of the case and the manuscript to the Swiss laboratory. A known fact that there have been studied other scared relics, the throat of Turin. In this laboratory, the approximate date of manuscript was established, but because there of contradiction, this question still remains open. It is difficult to establish the age of manuscript because the fact that the text of the Torah is canonical, so it has no change. Department of Manuscripts and Rare Book of the Nikolai Lobachevsky Scientific Library is a center for access and study of collections of the library monuments, including the Eastern, Russian, and West European manuscripts and rare books.
Well, we don't have the history in America that you have here. We don't have, in Seattle is a city that's really only about 100 years old. So you don't have documents that are 200 or 300 or 400 years old. They don't exist in Seattle. So of course, we have good libraries there, they have good facilities, but in terms of the rich historical source material, no, there's nothing like what you could find in Kazan.
In the reading room of the Department of Manuscripts and Rare Books, they are always glad to such people as Jeff. To touch history, it's enough to have library card and an additional document. In the open-end founds, encyclopedias, reference books, periodicals, foreign books, Russian and West European manuscripts can be found. Employees of the department introduce new readers with the work process and rule how to handle book monuments, hold consultation of the composition of assets and research issues, including written requests. Unfortunately, even the books have their limits. And today book monuments, as their scientific descriptions are actively transformed into electronic format via approximately planetary scanners. The aim is to save knowledge accumulated by mankind for centuries.